NXT's New Year's Evil took place tonight in Orlando, Florida at the WWE Performance Center. And unlike last year, there was no special location. Last year's New Year's Evil took place in Los Angeles, and that show was much more memorable than this one will be. You had Julia winning the NXT Women's Championship, Obafemi winning the NXT Championship for the first time, and you had a special appearance by The Rock, who swore up a storm in the last segment of the show. Here, I think people will forget about it in the next few days. Not a very good show tonight. Not very memorable. Didn't deliver. Really, not many big surprises until really the end, but we'll get to it. So, Vic Joseph and Booker T started off the show. They stood on the circular platform in the crowd as they welcomed us to New Year's Evil. Thea Hale kicked off the show, but then Blake Monroe immediately jumped her from behind before she can even finish making her entrance. Blake threw Thea into the steps, then she hit her with a steel chair in the back, then she threw her through the barricade. Security eventually stops Blake from attacking Thea some more. That led to Ricky Sainz coming out. He just cut such a generic promo, and I'm just bored of this guy already. It just dragged on forever. I don't remember anything about it. Backstage, we had so much segments with Ava tonight. It's a crime. Having Ava have more than one segment is a crime against humanity. I don't think The Rock really cares how much his daughter is featured. I just think he wants her on the show. He wants her to have some position with the company. She doesn't have to have 15 fucking segments, Sean. Anyway, she's talking to Robert Stone, and she gets on the headset and announces that Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley are now on first. They played their video package. Back from break, Ava this is her second segment now. She's yelling at Blake Monroe after she attacked then she bans Blake from the building, and the match was off. Tatum Pax against Izzy Dame was up next, and the fans were into this. Izzy had control for a while. Tatum's a good babyface. She can get the fans behind her. Once she rallied, people really got into it. She actually won after a cemetery drive, and what I thought was actually a surprisingly decent matchup. We got a video package on a French luchador. Okay. We see Kendall Gray and JC Jane heading to the ring. Then we get the third segment with Ava, a crime against humanity. She's talking to Thea Hale and Jordan Grace in the doctor's office. Thea wants to face Blake tonight, and then eventually I think they settle on an open challenge. Kendall Gray was out next with Ren Sinclair, and then JC Jane was out next with Fatal Influence, her teammates Lainey Reed and Fallon Henley. And we get the NXT Women's Championship on the line. JC Jane defending against a future superstar, Kendall Gray. Unfortunately, she's not Shawn Michaels' favorite. Anyway, Kendall took out Fatal Influence early on with a moonsault to the outside, and JC got the heat for a while. Kendall rallied. Eventually, Fatal Influence interfered and led to JC winning with a rolling encore because, of course, she did. Seriously, fuck Shawn Michaels. Fire him as head booker. He's done a horrible fucking job with the women's division. He continues to push JC Jane down our fucking throats for whatever fucking reason. What is his infatuation with this woman? There's nothing to her. She doesn't look like a star at all. She has no star power, no aura, no presence, no personality, no charisma. She's mediocre in the ring. Why the fuck is he pushing her so much? It's a fucking travesty. Fucking Blake Monroe's on the roster and he wants to push JC Jane as the fucking NXT Women's Champion for like the last 7-8 months now. This guy should be fired. He's done a horrible job in NXT. I don't enjoy it anymore. I find it unwatchable, mainly because of JC and having to sit through her fucking reign of terror, which is what this is. My God. Anyway. So both of the Iron Survivors, by the way, this year, both of them failed. That's not good for Deadline. I mean, it was a great show in last December. They put on one of the best PLEs. I don't think it's good to have both Iron Survivors fail. Anyways, after that, we got went backstage to see Obafemi warming up. Then we get another Ava segment. God damn it. It's a curse. She's all over this fucking show. Ethan Page was in her office. She's just killing the show. It's unwatchable when she's on TV. She has so much screen time. She has more screen time on NXT than anybody else. They have Ava has more screen time than Blake Monroe, more screen time than Sol Ruka or Jada Parker, who never gets any screen time, or everyone. She gets more screen time than Oba Femi, than Javon Evans, who's no longer on the show, but still. She is so terrible. The whole show is built around her, and that's why it's fucking abysmal. Because she has so many segments, because she's the GM, and they're atrocious. She is horrible. She's a horrible actress. She has no charisma. She kills every single segment she's in. It makes me not want to watch the show when I have to fucking see her on TV. Oh my god. Anyway. Ethan Page was in her office, and just Vanity Project arrives. I don't fucking know. Thea Hale was out next for the open challenge. She gets on her knees in the ring and says, whoever wants a shot to come out, a whole bunch of women come out. Izzy Dane led the charge, Tatum Paxley, she came out with a chainsaw, but then eventually Izzy Dane comes from behind. She sneaks in the ring, and she gets in first. And so eventually, since Izzy got in, it leads to Izzy getting the open challenge, Women's North American Championship. Thea Hale defending the title she won just 3 weeks ago against Izzy Dane. Izzy got the heat on to hurt Thea. Match is no good. Izzy's not good at all. Tatum carried her earlier in the first match. Izzy is no talent. Thea's not that good either. Izzy won the championship after she hit the Super Dame over from the top rope. Not surprised. Backstage in the, I think it was like, I don't know if it's supposed to be a kitchen or like the diner room, I don't know where it is. But the Vanity Project is like hitting on Lola Vice. And then Hank and Tank come in, tell them to get lost. Lola wants a shot at Izzy. Then Kalani Jordan arrives and they're pulled apart. There's about to be a brawl between Kalani and Lola. Joe Hendry arrives in Ava's office for like the 5th segment. Oh, god damn you, Sean. And he demands a match with Dark State. Ava just kills the show with her no fucking charisma at all. She sucks. Ethan Page was out next. I can barely stay awake for his promo. I'm just so sick of it. It's the same thing. This guy sucks. He's interrupted by Jasper Troy. Fuck this show. Then he's interrupted by Josh Briggs. Motherfuck this show. Then Stax was out with Ariana. Then Shiloh Hill came out. Tavion Heights. It all turns out to an all-out brawl. Ethan Page is just a Miz, man. I don't want to see another Miz heel. He sucks. Joe Hendry was recruiting OTM to be in his corner next week against Dark State. It actually works. Then they show Fatal Influence backstage. They bump into Sol Ruka and Zarya. They mock that Sol won the Women's Wrestler of the Year when they believe it should have gone to JC. The fact that JC wasn't voted Women's Wrestler of the Year tells you a lot about what fans think of her and her shit title reign. I mean, I bet if they would have voted Roxanne Perez when she was a heel, so it's not her just being a heel. JC's being pushed. She's awful. She sucks. No one likes her. She should not be pushed to this level. It's bullshit. Ethan Page confronted Miles Bourne and Tate Wilder backstage. This is really when it just screamed to me, oh my god, this is the Miz. That's all this guy is. It's the fucking Miz. They preview next week's show, and it looks like shit, I'm not going to lie. Then we go to the NXT Championship match, and so much time was wasted with Ava backstage promos and just all this garbage backstage that's unwatchable because of Ava and all this downtime. It just killed it. And the main event didn't even have that much time. We got Oba Femi and Leon Slater for the NXT Championship. Oba won the match after a fall from grace. They really could have used a lot more time. It wasn't really that great. It was just too short. After the match, Oba is celebrating with his championship that he retained. Then we go backstage, and Ava's giving us like the 6th or 7th segment with Ava. Oh my god. Oh, she's giving a prep talk to some of the new, I don't even know if these are NXT talents or Evolved talents or LFG talents. But then Robert Stone runs into the room freaking out at what Oba did. And we go back in front of the live crowd to see that he put the belt on the announce booth. And I mean, there's been Oba Femi video packages on Raw and SmackDown, so this is not surprising. And it seems like Oba Femi is now out of NXT. The NXT Championship is now vacant. And we see the belt, and then in the background we see the Dawn, Tony D'Angelo looking on from the crowd looking at the belt. and that's how the show ended. Okay, I don't like NXT. I don't enjoy the show. I don't want to watch it. I watch it just for this channel. If it wasn't for LRMania, I would not be watching NXT. I think Shawn Michaels has just been awful. The show is unwatchable most weeks for me. The segments backstage are terrible because of Ava. She just ruins the show. She makes me not want to watch. That's how much I hate her character and I hate seeing her on TV. The downtime's too much. There's just too many segments backstage, and this is the kind of show where I wanted to see more in-ring action. And like, it's New Year's Evil, and they did a horrible job. I thought the show sucked. I didn't like last year's New Year's Evil either, but that was for different reasons. I thought this year sucked. I did not like the show. I don't like NXT. I don't like the direction. I think the booker is horrible. He's a horrible booker. Shawn Michaels is doing a terrible job, and I'm really not looking forward to seeing what they do in NXT. I'm not going to lie, and I did not like New Year's Evil tonight.